cook pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call Colres, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, outside we go bring to una different guests dem wey dey can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, I just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call Colres, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, outside we go bring to una different guests dem wey dey can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, I just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call Colres, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, outside we go bring to una different guests dem wey dey can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, I just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call Colres, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, outside we go bring to una different guests dem wey dey can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the program we call Colres right on. We are on YouTube and on Facebook, so we can discuss issues them with the front page of the different newspaper and the carry for the day. And after which we can count people them inside where they come and help with for discuss the issues them.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, I just go to the kitchen and check my colors.
Yes.
Well, please, as you join me inside the program, don't forget to like and share the program as well. And if you're not subscribed yet, consider for subscribe because we got a challenge for each 100,000 by October, when not just next month. So we'll start with the very first paper inside the program this morning, and we'll start with the Awoko newspaper. The Awoko newspaper and the first paper they start with inside the program this morning. And the Awoko newspaper get this big banner headline where it says stakeholders validate Sierra Leone's blueprint for sustainable tourism development. Justice Stevens completes 22 cases during Judicial Week proceedings, and Caritas, Freetown and CRS promote peace and unity through Sierra Leonean youth rally. Couple and 3 others face charges for importing substance used in kush production. Concord Times, now the next paper this morning, we say President Bio's leadership at Nairobi 2023 Africa Climate Summit, a beacon of hope. NIB negotiates bilateral investment treaty with Hungary. Send concludes 2-day female leaders conference, and David Senge recommends technology to accelerating Agenda 2030. UAE-Sierra Leone relations, a blossoming friendship under President Bio. And the next paper inside the program this morning, now the Times newspaper, will say, show us evidence of the certified result. Senge Mara exposes Ecsl again. And you as well get our yearly program change Asma James Live. As West African journalists visit Malaysia, QI University CEO speaks of groundbreaking research and innovation. The next one at the Drone newspaper, we say lawyer Senge Mara questions results released by Ecsl. Executive Director of CCYA urged government to prioritize disability issues. Minister Ballet encourages NGO to align program with Big Five agenda. And during visit of the West African journalist to Malaysia, QI University CEO warns against scammers. Independent Observer on the next paper for this morning, we say VIP in hot soup. Chinese ambassador to Unimtech. And the other one, Daybreak, with the EDSA PRA paralyzed Sierra Leone, and Leadway CEO in hot water. And as well, you get Sierra Leone Commercial Bank Limited issue scam alert to protect customers and the general public. First Bank Sierra Leone violates labor law. The next one at the Africa 24, where says Sierra Leone, SLIA leadership raises eyebrows, and cottage hospital in crisis. Trafficking is a menace in Sierra Leone. Farmers face growing challenges of insects on crops. Kush importer granted 100 million bail. Attention, President Bion. And the next one at the Watch newspaper, we say climate change nightmare. World leaders failed to honor COP26 climate change pledge after years of constitutional stalemate. Solicitor General assures of a comprehensive constitutional review package. Diamond Prize continue to fail. Sierra Leone, Egypt signed MOU to further military cooperation. Premier news, the next one for this morning, we say sex worker raise fees. Accelerating Agenda 2030 depend on technology, Dr. Senge tells experts. Women with disability pledge to support to continue course in computer science. Sierra Leone to stem maternal and child mortality. See for the media and the next paper, we say household survival at risk with rising cost of fuel under the watch of Petroleum Regulatory Agency. You as well get Minister of Internal Affairs discusses collaboration with Traders Council executive. NRA CG Ibrahim Brema Soare pledges support to indigenous importers. The next paper, now the feature newspaper, we say as Sierra Leoneans cry over fraud, President Bill very angry with NetPage as he invests in Sierra Leone. US Marine clears the air, calls for support. The next one, now Voice of Salone, we say Commonwealth to mediate between APC and SLPP government. Kamarimba is alive and kicking. Blackout and Gulf, Freetown, and corruption over land minister and others implicated. The Calabash on the next paper, we say APC urged government to halt constitutional review process as COO Nicholas shares vision and clarifies misconception. West African journalists gain deep insight into Quest International University in Malaysia, and you as well get drawing inspiration from Yeli as James established Rise Radio 96.3 FM to amplify voices. Health Minister seeks global leaders' support to tackle maternal and child mortality. Expo Times weekend say mother gets 10 years prison for killing 18-month child. Judge sent 5 persons to 80 years in jail, and magistrate Gegba remand 4 persons for importing and kush from shrine to school. The title, The Little Orphan Who Begs to Feed a Home. MOF ends 3-day strategic planning retreat. Salon Compass, the next paper, we say government totally broke. No salary for police, no rights for police, no money to pay contractors, no salaries for civil servants, others. More trouble for Bio and Co. The Vindicator newspaper, new US ambassador arrives in Sierra Leone, lies about Sierra Leone passport on earth. First lucky winner of Official Mega Promo receives Toyota car, and APC questions constitutional review process. Neglecting a poor pregnant woman, MOH Ministry of Health and Sanitation penalizes over 15 health workers. Justice Cosmotina Jarrett in prison, leader of robbery gang to 70 years. The open space, the next paper will say youth employment President Bio's game changer. After 9 years production of fake e-passport, Sierra Leone passport failed forensic test in Australia. Kanja Sise says Samabania is SLPP gem. Well, now all the paper and this will get inside the program this morning. Please do it take a very short break, and after which we'll look out we get them inside the program this morning.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, I just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, Before I go to the wahala na we are, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call colors, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, who we go bring to una different guests dem wey dey can help for talk about the newspaper. We are the channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala na we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call colors, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join me on Monday to Friday.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. You still watch Colors right on we are on YouTube and on Facebook, so we can discuss issues them where the front page of the different newspaper they carry for the morning. And inside the program today, we actually don't get one of the guests that we don't join we na Thomas Pa Ali Babadi. We they represent they deal with an organization they call Forceling. Yeah, so he actually done the join we before this term, for help we for discuss the issues them, based on waiting or how you can see some of them things and they did inside the program this morning. Good morning, Thomas Pali Babadi, and welcome to the show. Good morning, Pali.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, welcome.
Good morning, listeners. Good morning, viewers. Yeah.
All right, so I want to go straight to the issues them we already don't get now the program. We now the most trending issues them we already see. For instance, we see I'll just take two paper them we actually they carry the story of ECSL and that of the Augustine Sori Sembe Mara, where actually they talk about several issues them where you don't I don't know how to put them. We get for do with the election. So let's just read some of the comments and we come inside quick one with this particular issue. So this one, let's just watch this one from Times newspaper say, show us, evidence of the certified results. Senge Mara expose ECSL again. So basically, this now waiting as ECSL don't say they don't publish the results. They say we want evidence for sure. Say the result will not announce. It actually reflects not to follow not just can post, but one for see evidence as the level where everybody was certified. And this other one from the Drone newspaper say lawyer Senge Mara questions results released by ECSL. So this is not the situation right now. As you know the background of this issue as well from the election, nobody know who serve for pass for get a result from ECSL. Now it go through freedom of access to right to access information, and we did now at this point. What do you think about this issue so far?
It's quite interesting. The lawyer shoot the right bullets. He pull the trigger at the exact time. He push the case at appropriate time for Sierra Leoneans and one for the crucial. And we continue to lend credence to work we do as a lawyer. We as civil societies, we don't come out with some statements, press releases, supporting new supporting the digital community on the issues raised on the elections. We now go as a country from 1996. We may not be getting voting rights. Don't start election. And the result they come out. And then we can say, now manage the manage no more, law manage no more, law they go. No. We will grow to perfection. 96, people loudly say it was a John Carver Smart election. But however, they don't get at all. They give Al-Aji Dr. Amatuzan Kaba. So they pass him down because they say the soldier man and they rebel and they law beer, law wait. When democracy come, they go negotiate to get the conflict in the NDBCM. There's no problem. The way the East Africa can see or the Kiswahili can see, Akuna Tata. No problem at all. So if the Mrs. Mara don't able to identify, see, the results were not sanctioned, certified by NEC before its announcement. I wonder why if it happen like that. It's appalling for this legislation whereby we go announce results when it was never certified. And I wonder this gentleman, what they call Mr. Mohammed Kenawi Kone, they say a trained accountant or professional accountant with no figure, but that even know where you work at neck at a senior management level. You're an expert in election management. Why should you, as an individual, behave like this? You don't bring a whole lot of kiosk. Me, another problem with them who's in governance. It's not a business. They're all the same. I'm not seeing anything different. Green, red, orange, they're all the same. Deceitful, a lot of things. But however, what's me concerned about now how the basic services of people are met. Nine important. Not a waiting, you drive you Jeep can not government property, when you come out there, there will be a commission of inquiry.
All right. Okay. So let bring inside Tanko. Tanko, good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning, Sir Alina. Good morning, viewers. Good morning, listeners all over the world.
Okay. Tanko, the Africa 24 newspaper. So Tanko, we will talk about the issue of this Augustine Soisembe Mara. Let's just read in tweet quickly. It said, I have responded to ECSL reply to my ally request for information on the district level results for the last multi-tier elections. Have requested further information on the basis of the published district level results. I'm not asking it because of the opposition wants it. I am requesting the full data because our democracy and electoral system needs it to survive and thrive. Those who have power might not appreciate this today, but certainly they will when one day they might be in desperate need of accountability and transparency. They need not look any further than the current opposition, who are crying now, rightly or wrongly, for justice and transparency, both of which, while they had the realm of power, they did not have or had in short supply and did not give or gave in small measures. The best way a political party can prepare for the inevitable future is to do right. Stanko, what do you think right now? This man, ECSL law replied to him, but he said no. We still want the district level, the certified result for we able to match them up with that of the national result on our call. This is another big walla for ECSL, ain't it?
Yeah, this is the biggest crisis so far right now they face. Where ECSL never get its results out. According to ESQ Mara, now in right, legit for the Ecsl, according to the Access to Information Act of 2013. So even myself here, I get right for Ecsl, but ECSL, who say they place them, are they still lay? In a sense, say this election, they rig am. That don't call things by their name. So because if you know able to present this results systematically how people they ask for them, international body don't ask for them, local body they don't ask for them, individual they ask for them, still no one get this result. Even they go on the website, you know they did. So it means who said they place them, that they did for see this election, they tamper with them, and the election is not transparent, this election is rigged in favor of the incumbent. So now this is the main thing where they cause this problem. Why no one get this result? I go to school, teacher give me result, I tell and say, give me all the total results where I get from first term to the third term. You say no. It means there's something where the child for keep behind the doors. So this will create a room for a chaos in the future. So if ECSL see the only to ransom for them not get this result, everybody don't call for this result. Give this result, made things done. He say no. This result don't create a way that they face now ban on facilities they will forget as the Iranians say. Now they find out say because of this thing where they happen, government the therefore is serious tax on we. Just imagine now even the mobile companies will make a transaction of money. Now they can begin get a tax so they pay. They say Charlie they may not be the pay according to the team in this way in Colamba NRA pool. They say they will be paid to the GST tax. Now the mobile company they can begin pay. All this is a strategy for letting give more burden to this alliance in or in terms of tax. Because of one, the take and say, don't know the kind again. For example, if they don't know they sponsor the NYS National Youth Service, because me not be member. Me a member me a batch 3. Now the last people let me say we UNDP sponsor. They don't pull on see the name fund again. All the thing now they boil up to this election crisis who they face, legitimacy crisis because of ECSL. No one give this results, made everybody satisfied. If you know say this man win this election, give this results, everybody knows yes, this result is credible and transparent. But you say no, and by act, if I do it, by law, if I do it, why no one give this result? Now the lawyer don't come with me, a private lawyer. This man, he do the same thing in 2018 when a single Mara, wherein he checkmate the judiciary, he make sure that he put the judiciary to a test. He say, why we forget elections in this country must carry on for plight. The Supreme Court will get right. Say yes, the election will go on, people will go about their business. The same thing I can apply will say ECSL will get within the necessary. This result, ECSL not get this result. By law, get this result. Everybody for access to her. Even to the layman, we know to lawyer, if we get access to her, myself I will get access to her, but they never get access to this result. We to get access to that pronouncement of just say this man I mean. It's finished. So this is a problem in the country. That's a serious problem. Now they see don't know that they go because of this certain reason, because they say the team credibility no they because of ECSL. And this is a democratic state institution which is established by law. We say if we work according
this
to
question
yes.
upon too. You una feel say this stage where ECSL don't do so for publish the result, where a lot of people right now they screenshot them and they compare say it not even match to waiting they announce. You know some discrepancy or some misfigures did it. You know you feel say ECSL will go beyond the request where this man don't make say it want the district level result, the certified results, not to just the national.
Now say for B from district level, polling centers, district level, national, I say for B. But if you then just go pull a makeshift results, then fix and they people will not go appreciate them. Because everybody know this now 21st century. Now in those days they say during the 70s, the early 60s, they make things people are difficult. Now anything they do, they monitor you, people know saying that this is the right thing. So now by law, but they just want conserving and also reach the act, maybe say hold them together. We are in get the result by from police center, go to the regional, from regional they go national. No go break down for people let they listen. So that they will know say this But we now we tax down they made them understand, not to give them big English. The thing for big from police center. From police center I go to regional. From regional I go to national. From then I collect everything. He announced the real results. But see, this man gets so nice statistics to read for me all the breakdown. How this man reached to this level. But you know what, we are paid from the consolidated fund. And they pay for that. Now we will pay taxpayers money. The body gets right now in the SPL Paris. But they will pay them. When I did it, they will pay the SPL, the S Paris tariff. When they will pay the S Paris, all everything for India right now. When it's challenging. But the early interest. When they ask them now for do the right thing, they need full, they say no. So it means scary. And then they can't put body by people at the end of the day, people they suffer at their expense.
Right.
So this is serious, man.
When it comes to the difficult moments where people in the face, Babadi, what do you think? You think say ACSL go publish more than waiting they don't publish?
They're supposed to. Not so. They're not getting the legal rights for withhold information from the public and for we. Such institution we are enacted by law, by parliament, they will follow the law to the letter. Follow the law to the letter. If you can't announce results we not certified, you can't announce results we not sanctioned at all. Where even the election result now put lock up. Can you say was there? Can you say for ask, say, what did happen? In fact, what's his advice? We are thinking that you announce 50% of each district result across the country on Monday. Tuesday, then Wednesday now you announce the results. General. But what do you think, what do you feel in your mind? So, the maker will think differently. And that this man will not win. This man will lose, now he win. Or they're all two, they side by side. Maybe 45, 50, or 47, 50, like that. So in a make with mindset, they're different. They think differently. What do they say? This thing don't go affect with bread and butter. Salon is a net importer of every product we consume in this country. We do not export. We export nothing absolutely. We don't produce now, so except brewery. We produce a package, market, and distribute nationwide. So what's happening now? Because you don't with all these results, you ECSL, what will happen? The general community, where they do money, more than $150, $200 million every year for pay the judiciary, pay prison, fire force, the military, the police, pay teachers, pay nurses, they now withhold the money now. So now we are now suffering. So we have to open the eyes of the public. Let people see the neck our problem, it is not State House.
Okay.
Because failure to produce the result to the public, the proper result, not to the fake result to the police. Failing to do so, it will lead to economic damage, economic mess, economic morass. We don't go through an economic mess in the last 5 years. What is the gap now? Now tomorrow they can't be forgotten on the economy because America, when they give money to defeat give money to UNICEF and other agencies, America don't withhold the cash. And they will withhold more cash. In fact, you don't even give visa restriction or visa ban. I call it. These are all challenges. So it is not only neck, then they pay them. Temple can wait, they don't get salary. Teachers are still unpaid. Teachers with PIN codes. My colleagues, some of my students are even teachers now. Then they complain to me, say, they not pay them for Monday. No salary. In fact, what they uphold some principles and advice, and because they just do intake. So they get small, that they earn. I mean, how do we do this? So let NEC come out clean. Let not suffer for NEC the action. No. We ask NEC, and we will take it up personally as civil society, as a public policy, as a public advocacy. Let NEC say we are serious, we are interested, and we want to know Thank God I'm a stakeholder to NEC. My organization I work for, that's stakeholder to NEC from 2007 till date. And so we want to ask them, that them mission, vision, or whatever, we say integrity, accountability, transparency. These are the core values that we NEC inch on.
Yeah.
So why you don't have to be transparent now to me? With all due respect, I got respect for the staff of NEC, especially William Ado Davis. We know mathematics. We can crack maths. Pass me. Very respectable man. Very educated. But 2 plus 2, it don't be 4 in the last millennium. So pass you go find another. We now for Chitida, Pythagoras.
Forget shortcuts to that one.
Yes, there is no way. 2 plus 2 now 4. There is no way you can balance them. So what do I have advice? It is not who is at State House. It's not relevant. Who's a minister? You're not important to me. What's important to me is that basic services of people are met. 1, Salone is still synonymous to blackout. We don't cross blackout level. Bumuna, when they give you 50 megawatts every 6 months, they give you lights for 6 months. Then in the first 3 months of the dries, it don't go down, but it still gives you some lights about 25 or 30 megawatts. Now we don't go back to blackout. This government can't manage the lights. I remember 2008 when they launched Bumuna. Watching the system BBC, that was a puzzle where they make. Say, which project is the longest project in the world? Watching the quota Bumuna. Which city was the darkest city in the world? You say Freetown. Shameful and disgraceful.
All right.
Who moved
So
from that?
this
Now
paper,
we get blackout now continuously.
This paper
Secondly,
when a voice
water,
of this paper when a voice of Salone say in blackout engulf Freetown, and this now as a result of the debt where then gets where the government owe the car power ship $40 million, and the car power ship don't decide for alt the operation. But come to Babadi back, look and continue. But Tanko, what you take on this again? As Babadi don't pitch this particular thing, I just don't connect them to voice of Salone.
Electricity, as of now, they speak. Like we at this morning, get light. About area, they get the light. Matthew, during the past administration, when an regime, would they get light at least 18 hours every blessed day.
But I don't cause you what Tanko. Yesterday we been get Theophilus na the program. Theophilus say now the line to be a passer been telling 5 years ago.
Well, sometimes maybe in another planet they live.
Because it say first time they may do it in called load shedding, but now light come and in some area, for example, it say in central, light come the 24 hours.
Well, me they fritter now. They tell and say we they get a very spontaneous blackout for now. And it starts as 2018, 2019, and this thing starts since the administration of this particular regime we come. They begin giving blackouts. We are in the blackout, gets no way we will talk about them. Now the final say the blackout now is intensified. So if you talk say in the get light, well, I know the planet we in the live, but we say they in a future there blackouts continuously. Might take you to the other areas where the meet lights, like a lungi. We are in lungi light cut off the 24th of December 1996. Light come back na lungi March 2014. And the light trade be did now 18 hours every day. Weekends, let's say when Friday, so the light they day 24 hours. Guess what? As I speak now, the light trade they get the now just 6 hours. And they can every day by area by the key. Before light not be this safe. Just because of now then they get small light. Then they get the worst case scenario of a blackout. Go Losar. they meet light day. Now Lusa they get a huge blackout. Even McKinney, where the people of the bluff say light day, light no day as we they expect. No, this thing no talk about tangible issues. This is the time we for all government accountable on which they see, on which they talk. They talk about manifesto. The manifesto no reflects to the life of the people, especially this SLPP administration. It's very, very worrisome. Lights no day, people already enjoy the lights facility for now. Pretoria and other areas so far. So if you need to talk say light day, I make I know which planet we in there.
All right.
But we didn't have planet salute. Lights no there. That
Okay.
I tell you for sure.
All right.
And the issue with this park, we see newspaper they put like every day. The most important thing about the other civil society they really watch thank God we you see say President Bill exposed them or say that they why they support me by giving them position because they see all over but majority of them they hold position at this particular government. BBC they call it a civil society. And civil society na that role for let all go take government position, government appointee. So what you get for tell people now battle and support you get. So this not the problem BBC so civil society then 99.9% what general now the eye because we are exposed by their paymasters. Because by right they support themselves if they for allow me give position. When they give them position, then the day on the ground they undermine the past administration. We are in the forming civil society, go radio, they form protest them for these people and see that past regime nobody work. We are in as in this regime come, they give them appointment now then they know they talk again. So don't let them back front out. We see them guys they are not credible, they are not worthy, they are not working in the interest of the ordinary citizen, they work for themselves with them paymaster.
All right. Okay.
So now this now the right thing we see right now we be see they happen as you.
Okay, Baba, they like with you inside again. You know, this paper where they call Salon Compass, it say government totally broke. No salary for police, no rise for police, no money to pay contractors, no salaries for civil servants and others. Waiting, how you see this thing? What do you take on this particular thing? Unmute your mic, Babadi. Unmute your mic.
I see that kind of front page there. I don't know which newspaper that.
Compass, the
Government
Salon
is
Compass.
completely the compass, eh?
Yeah, Salon
It's
Compass.
quite interesting. Not true. It goes beyond broke. Governments don't go beyond cares. You cannot repair. The problem is, like I used to foresee, don't always to effort them. They come on air, they talk the wrong things then. When you get a country, they give you a country for handle at any part of the world, be it a black man country, white country, Western country, whatever, into nothing else. Don't forget to arrest people and say you discipline. Don't forget arrest them, put in a jail, say you discipline. Don't forget people arrest people and put case panel, they get reason. This is the fight corruption. It is the economy. When you don't handle the economy, then you are not the president. You're not a government. You're not qualified. You're not competent at all. But once you're able to handle the economy, people can get jobs. People are better paid. Schools are well equipped. Teachers, then a very conducive atmosphere and environment. The doctors and nurses and lab technicians, they get the required equipment and they are well paid. You'll be able to get a healthy country. But if your economy not go good, things don't go berserk. And what should you do? What will happen in this first 5 years of the SVP? When you talk to them, so they say, "Na APC, na left bad economy." These are excuses really they give all the time. To a point, the current minority leader in Parliament, Honorable Nima, went to Democracy Radio and said, "I quote him verbatim, because Ernest Komas is chairman and leader, and he disturbed the economy." Democracy Radio. My name was deputy to Tunis, to Mr. Tunis, Honorable Tunis. So, all these excuses put together, might not bring me Usa today. We still the beggar. Cocoa government. The economy is an agrarian economy, a borrowed economy. For pay teachers them, pass difficult inside. For pay judges them, pass difficult inside. For pay police, pass difficult inside. Why we not grow above that? Because the economy not stronger and the government not able enough. They don't get the equal human resource and the personnel for man the economy. The dollar, the foreign currency, the skyrocket on a daily basis. We don't get the answer. They have PhD holders in economics. That was somebody who was a governor of the bank, who was professor in political economics. What you go put on what you do today? Look at the former minister of finance, which give 6 months. The man is a crap. You know nothing about economics.
And before the election, give it 3 months again.
Nine sink the country economy. Then come in Mr. Vandy. What if he say India some experience? You know, work within public sector, you get experience, you know, permanent secretary. So administratively inclined and the economics he read. And still, he was there when the economy moved downwards from 3.4% to 2.4%. We declined last September, based on IMF, the reports on the economy. We moved downwards. Look at Guinea, a junta leader, not about 40 years of age, a junta leader, juntarized leader. You don't take Guinea now. The last IMF report, 2 weeks ago, you see Guinea don't move from a least developed country. They don't move upwards. We are going downwards. We are the worst country in the world. The population country in the world. So the president is there. What has he been doing? Now, what the president continue to do again? When they damage the economy again, well, people don't see at all. It overbloats the executive arm of government. It don't overbloat her. It expand cabinet to a point that you have to pay everybody. When you split ministry, you go you put permanent secretary for her, deputy. Then they can move on. That is the nature of the job of the civil service.
So you get and that they take more to the country in money and added to other one.
Take more money.
So as we talk so safe, Parliament right now and Tanko. Parliament, according to what we understand now, then forget and for sack 137 people from Parliament because they say overstaffing. What do you think, Tanko?
Well, that's you know, say the job they absorb people at that place since this 5 year of this SAPP regime. So automatically now they run out of cash. That the whole bottom line, the government they run out of cash. Money no day for now because just like what Babadi talk about, you go create unnecessary ministries or unnecessary departments there. We don't make no sense. You know, get no use. We get even Western area region minister, BBC, the mayor, they already they create a mark just for now. What do they just say? Competitive democracy. Support me and you. Great for your ministry. Look like a climate change ministry. When the time reach for climate change now, Kenya, they already in charge of good. Now the president ain't good. So you know they no use. You know for just eat taxpayers' money. So not 19 go create. They say so now they see this 137 where they say they sack now parliament. Now then one day I say they just crowd them, can't stop them. So man did where you know they no use they go to parliament. So man a chin anywhere for go to parliament. They see some man they go there wearing the Uda Kauta now from one MP from one side Kauta. So this case it's no more than now. Money no they for pay the wire. The only way is for lay them off. Now the question here is they're going to give the benefits.
That's another big question.
Are they contracted? This is $1 million question now.
Let me add this to already what you say. Yeah, the police, for example, no money, no they for pay, you know, the police, then no salary for police and other things. But I remember vividly, I don't know if you get that into record. The term before the election, the vice president being get a program with the police them. Also, he promise them say they go increase their salary, you know, by this year. But if money not enough for pay them, how they go increase their salary?
Well, those are political gimmicks. If I don't say even before the election, they give them everybody they say backlog of rice, 6 bag. They give them come happy. Now even the way that the importer, they try for Christ, maybe they will get her. They try for do more investigation. Maybe they will get the rice sale for this 3 months because government work. It is not a thing. So then they try for wait the appetite before elections. They pay them. Now where they don't come inside through this controversy way of saying the man don't win, money no day. Now even if they get a teaser say they have to pay themselves, they reduce small cheaper the money back. Even the police if they get that teaser, they will not get the right confirmation of it. Where each government ministry they go they pull small thing and say GST by money back. For no moment they squeeze. And they start this government carry it for raise fund on we more body for the people that this country where they deserve better. Government they create more burden per week as if now we get a job. All the one the way they get job, we not can pay them exorbitantly. Where by that time we expect at least reduce ministries, reduce departments there. Just like the late man Makafuli na Tanzania, we can emit 59 ministries. He reduced them to 9. He makes sure that he stabilizes the country in 3 years' time. Though in back I mean dictator, because in back make sure that he suppress the opposition inside Tanzania. But he do extremely well there. Inside 3 good years, a government will want to do well. You know the excuses, they look at Baba the talker. But this government they focus on blame games and excuses. Maybe say make no sense. Where you don't give leadership, begin blame by don't go. By ABC, people will enjoy the leadership. People still miss the past administration to be specific. Past administration people miss them in terms of service delivery and economic delivery. And also even meet the people appetite in terms of job, in terms of everything, people miss them in terms of leadership.
All right.
So in this case, you come now, you say, well, you one can make a difference. But the difference now the worst case scenario people in the see in terms of standard of living, the cost of living. So where are we going?
All right. One of the people that maybe begin take this particular standard of living, seriously, na Mohamed Kamarimba Mansaye. Recently, we get a news we come out, although that it come out for be fake. But we see inside the Ministry of Information come out and say the issue of Mohamed Kamarimba Mansaye, they alive and is very healthy. We see inside the I verify come and say no, Mohamed Kamarimba Mansaye not healthy. He alive, but he not healthy at all, as he seriously they say. So what do you not think about this? Baba, the last start with you, the issue of Mohamed Kamarimba.
Yes, well, I'm a human rights advocate, so I need to talk on the issues in there. But I can let people talk more bread and butter, which will affect you as a country, as an economy in the world, in West Africa, in the MRE, how other countries in the go before, we are just stagnated and they go beyond more, But that tells you that all don't precipitate the community to this kind of person now. Arresting of your opponent, intimidation of your opponent, arbitrary arrest, illegal detention of your opponent in the first 5 years, SVP. We see what they do. We don't come out severally and advise them and stop them. To a point, people who constitutionally get immunity are arrested and taken to police. In fact, to prison, in fact. Members of parliament. If you're in the governing party, you are safe. In opposition, you are not safe at all. We see a whole honorable Laimara post a parliamentary forum. But then they bring a dissenting view amongst parliamentarians. The action of the president, Brigadier Itajuspana Bio, not be commensurate to what he will do for Saint Laimara, who don't na CID. For a post a parliamentary forum, this country that also, not to genocide, South Africa, and maybe even applicated in Sierra Leone. That na parliament, you get immunity for talk show. Now parliament for when they adjourn parliament, they even call parliament when they don't recess for discuss public policies. Then. But however, if the man posts, you do and so, then in the leadership of parliament, they are not comfortable at all. The deputy speaker, the majority leader, then they frown at it, which was fine. So they say, no, please, sir, this is not good at all. So it was arranged. I spoke to the opposition leader, by then, Chairman Majuba. Look at him, this guy, who is now again in parliament, Maya Bangua. Then go invite him before the APC whip as a priest. So, you opponents them, you always have to intimidate them, harass them, embarrass them, curse them, say they're the thief. Now, this is that way you don't get no evidence to the effect. So, these are all the problems. You make credible investors afraid for calm because of palaver. Decent people don't can invest at all. So, what will happen? Corporate governance is affected. Private sector no go thrive. So your economy will be affected. But then so we government will also come time in, time out, day in, day out. They still no go listen. What you have to do, they need to do at the detriment of us, all Sierra Leoneans. Now the economy is the worst economy in the world, Sierra Leone economy. It's a messy economy. West Africa also, we don't compare ourselves with Guinea or even Liberia now. These are all challenges we will face.
Okay.
You're going to tell so.
All
You
right.
arrest Mama Kamarimba. Up till now, we don't know what really happened because the man was blasting. Now, what can you do? You are in a position blasting. No one arrested you. You made all sorts of statements. You are so categorical. You attacked the leadership of the government at State House. Who went and arrested you? So all these things, I think say they don't listen. I know they don't listen at all. It's unfortunate. We don't get that kind of leadership.
Okay.
Progressive leader, not able to listen to people the outbursts or cry. But if you
and for
market,
any country go before you forget a progressive leader. As we come towards the end of the program, let's just come with you inside Tanko. I know they ask you on that issue day, except if you want to comment a little bit. But the question I will ask you, basically from the Africa 24, cottage hospital in crisis. Attention, President Bio. I don't know if it's not the same story, and I get the attention as well. But what exactly they happen at the health sector, especially with cottage?
Well, the health sector, what we discover, highly frustrating, appalling, and really not good. I will send for you the article if you read them. Very, very scary. Wherein people in the cool, and even light business na cottage na issue for now. Light, when a light. Even people for able to get a serious medication na problem na cottage. Even the payment for the nurses na issues na cottage. So the health sector, you get a serious big challenge you be say wherein the alarming, very poor, the sanitation system is very poor. So this is a big hospital in this country. We ABC don't make a landmark, but you don't go to the drain. That place no good. And the place even become a scrapyard. We are the thing challenging, but it's very sad.
You know, you don't talk about this no lights no day. You make a member before the how they call it, they launch the free healthcare. Where people in the cottage, doctor them they use that torchlight phone for the operation for people because then when they do operation, their lights go. So if we don't reach to this point again, it's scary because remember self under several times and they picking and on no oxygen group hospital lights they go past people and they can't tower protest day before lights come. Cottage picking don't die. The other different other side and they where people and they under oxygen, when they lost their lives because of this same light business. Where don't be big problem. So who side will they go with all of them things there? So are we making any progress or it's progressing? We just the reverse?
No, they go bien more and more. Now reverse they go bien. No, nothing they change that statement. Now bien they go for now. In terms of the health sector, other sectors like employment, talk about even standard of living, where economy, everything they go very big issue. Even to you handle the work, because we know you get salary, it means you livelihood know they go well. But good sectors no salary. Talk about even Cetified 1 year plus no salary. Airports, when they say new Suma take over, salary not available. People then they live by magic. That's the alone for now. Magic system, how they live. So things are tough.
So
for
even
now.
though
Things are
the way they
going
lay off na Suma when at the airport, they not still pay it. They not pay the off it.
They give them the termination letters. That was on the 20th January 2003. 2023. They say, well, after that, they will pay them off. Nothing, no salary as I speak for now. And what they do, they say, well, maybe they can't do Suma for 1 year. The half salary is Suma in the game. Now, he benefits you entitled to you, nothing. They don't give them. Explanations, when the people are on stage, they protest, then take them, then lock them in a cell. So, man, they try them all until big upon big, make sure that they start your case and this. So, people now they're scared, they're afraid. Even with the media, for let them talk to you, unless you put them anonymous, or say yes, XYZ say something, then they're afraid for talk. The way you talk, automatically then they batten you because of your talk boy, money we don't work for over the years. So the other people in this right now, we they see they get press now with the journalism. Now we get small press freedom now how they talk issues. When they know say they talk, you know the journalists and they work hard, the classes say and they opposition. This is not the situation they find themselves now. So this is the worst one.
Alright.
People they work where they afraid for talk. And they really afraid for talk. So pass meet them, encourage them. So they like to imagine over 400 people to 500 they stand at airports with the some man want money. Some man want the job again. You don't get a letter. Give this man his money, you know you get the man still in the fusa. Or let go but job will be see no one. Because even the Suma is still in the stand because they found out every airport, but Kuma they use the airport now because of they say the charges. So man they they decide for use that Gambia. They go Gambia, they go inside Guinea, they go so see because the charges are so heavy. Because Suma made it very expensive. So now that the challenges right in the face.
Alright.
Even the airport.
So with that challenge,
cut across.
yeah.
Cut across people and the civil servants, people in the work, private sector, civil servant because money they can. Don't let everybody talk. Investors they need the can inside. Some they be right now. We not the investor then just because
So,
they
so
are
if we know the get investor there, how we go able to forget that 1 million or half million, employment for people as Marabio promise.
well, I know how we would do it because we know the fund.
Now they will hold the program for today. Thank you very much, Baba. Thank you very very much. We don't the catch up of time. You get any 1, 2 what do you want for it before go? Unmute your mic, Babadi.
Yeah, I think say we need for advice, like Ecsl, sorry, for bring out the disaggregated data. Polling station to district to region and national. Let them bring them out. Let them come out clean. If not to that, it will affect me. It will affect you. It will affect we picking them. It will affect school, colleges, universities, polytechnic. It will affect hospitals, medics, everywhere. We don't get good light water because we don't tamper with the democracy. And it's what's in the West. It will sit down. Commonwealth is in. So please, dear. What's important, not to order in a state house for we. What's important now how basic services are met, how they're given to us. Not important. They are not important. They are not relevant at all. What is relevant now how, like for example, Finland, Denmark, Norway, those countries, you see how they live, how basic services are met. They don't even see the minister self. President the right bicycle they go. They don't care about at all. So now the services where you provide to me, then you make them feel good. But can't pack jeep before me, say get 10 O's. You just milking to the country. So please, dear, we advise NEC, let NEC handle this with candor. Let that be deco.
All right. Thank you.
Start sanctioning, I mean, you're not good for content. So the country is small, 8 million people, 365,000 square kilometers. What is it? What do we have? What do we produce? What do we export? Do we work for the EU market? For export to products them? No. We're not going nowhere in the economy. We're not do nothing at all. Look at Malawi. Look at Botswana. How Seychelles. Look at Mauritius in the fishing industry. So we love you. Just say we see
other people really they make progress wise. We just the reverse. Thank you very much, Babali, for you joining me inside the program today. And then Foslin and I work for, and then you get Tanko, you know, where they in Africa 24. I wanna thank you for joining me inside the program this morning. We appreciate your time and contribution. The producer for this program na Elias Abba, we actually done the make sure they bring all the ingredients them inside the Colliers for we. Well, until then, we'll meet today. Colliers know they come Monday to you. One for say very sorry for that, and now they come Monday morning. But one for still say we appreciate Una. Please, Una, thank you, and Una get Una self a blessed weekend.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, I just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then